Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hearts of Iron 4, the Kaiserreich mod. If you're not familiar with the Kaiserreich mod, I will kind of pick you up on it later, but basically it's an overhaul mod. Changes all the factions and the scenario you're playing as. Basically, the overall idea of it is that it's very narrative driven, and it's fictional historical. Fictional history. That's not the right word. What am I thinking of? But basically, in it, it takes place during the time frame of the regular Hearts of Iron 4, so World War II era. But instead of historically the German Empire and the Austrian Empire being defeated in World War II, instead they won World War I. They won World War I, the Weltkrieg. And because of that, the German Empire is quite strong. The Austrian Empire is also pretty strong still. And the collapse of some of the allies is pretty prominent. For example, Britain and France are extremist communist called syndicalists. Syndicalist is basically like even more extreme version of communism, as far as I understand it. The United States is about to go through a civil war. There's no USSR, it's the Russian Republic, although it is about to go through a bunch of changes, and it'll either stay as the Russian Republic, become a Russian state, or become the Russian Empire, or the possibility of it becoming the USSR. And there's lots of little differences. For example, the Italian peninsula is divided in half between the socialist syndicalists, so basically the extremist communists, and then the Italian Federation, which are authoritarian Democrats. So changes a lot of things. As you can see, though, from the title of this, we're going to be playing as Serbia, which is kind of an interesting start, actually. They do have jingoistic reclaimers, so national unity plus 10%, and recruitable population is 3%, so that'll be very nice. We are going to do we're going to do regular difficulty. I was going to do recruit because I have almost 200 hours in this game and I'm still not the best at it by any means, but I think we'll do recruit. I'm still not doing veteran. I think veteran is cool if the AI, I don't mind harder difficulties in strategy games if the AI itself becomes smarter, but the problem is most of them, this one included, when you go to veteran, it basically decreases your production efficiency, your research time, and your political power gain, which I don't really want. So we'll just go with regular, and recruit gives you bonuses to all those. We're not going to be playing Iron Man mode, just in case I need to reload a save in case anything crashes, because not only am I running Kaiserreich, but I have a group of other mods. The other mods are more visual changes, nothing too crazy. They change different things. Kaiserreich Alpha, Hot Safarix. Thank you, Kaiserreich team. These different things here, they can tell you a bit about the mod itself. However, I've already played a few games with the Kaiserreich mod, so I don't really need to know. I will have it only inform me about major events, which is a good idea. Now, we are a landlocked country, which, in my opinion, is always nice. I don't like messing around with I don't really like messing around with navies too much. It just seems to me like with naval forces, it's just a numbers game. If the enemy has more naval units, more ships, bigger ships, then they're just going to instantly destroy you. It's not like a long, prolonged land battle where you can have various other options to change the tide of battle. Instead, it's like, oh, your two fleets made contact and your fleet's gone. There goes 5 years and tons of resources. So I don't understand how to use it. We're going to use General Draza Mihailovic. I apologize. I'm going to be butchering some of these Slavic names just because that's not my culture and I don't fully know how to pronounce all this stuff. But he has commando. I was going to take the Field Marshal Milan Nedik, but he has Old Guard, and I really don't like Old Guard. I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. He's just caught in his ways, so he has a low leadership experience gain. I think what we'll do is we'll try and get... We'll use him for the time being while we have less than 24 units, and then we'll see what happens. So first things first, let's pick some technologies. I always like to start off with electronic mechanical engineering and the basic machine tools. Actually, in this case, construction might be better. Because we have a lot of work to do to get our... We're going to have to become a powerhouse pretty quickly. And then for our third factory, we'll start getting some other stuff going. I think if we get the first support weapons going, that would be good. Okay, we have free civilian factories. We own 6. 3 of them are being used for consumer goods, so we only have 3 for construction purposes. That's not particularly grand. 6, 2, 4. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put 1 in Kosovo, 1 in Morovo, and then we'll see what happens after that. Free military factory. Let's go ahead and set our national focus first. And this is where Kaiserreich really shines, in my opinion, is in these focus trees. Like, so many countries, they've already put these really specialist trees into that are very thematically driven, narratively driven, which is really cool. The downside to that, Sense of Hearts of Iron is kind of a sandbox game. Things can sometimes happen that don't ever trigger large branches of this. Most of the time it's usually okay, you can force it to trigger by doing something, but like for example, I was playing Transamur, these guys, and like half of their focuses didn't trigger, which was shitty, but it is what it is. Okay, so we're gonna go down, this is the kind of economic branch, we're gonna go down it first of all. It's gonna give us a lot of bonuses I think we're gonna need. And yeah, we're gonna build all 3 of these. We don't actually need, oh no, not towed artillery. We don't actually need support equipment yet, but we're gonna need it, so. Sorry, I'm trying to eat my breakfast at the same time before I go to work. If you didn't know, I talked about it briefly in my RimWorld video, but the reason I haven't posted any videos in the last 3 months is down to the fact that I got a new job working in the mine as a loader operator. And I was working 70 hours a week for a while. I was working 12-hour shifts Monday through Saturday with only Sunday off. And it was killer. The main season's kind of worn off, and I've managed to get back to more of a 40 to 50 hour schedule, which is just fine. But I'm also trying to get back into school to finish that quickly. So lots of stuff going on. Okay, so the Kingdom of Serbia. The assassination of the Archduke Ferdinand by a Serb nationalist in 1914 proved to be a catalyst that began the Weltkrieg. Despite expecting an easy campaign, Austrian forces only managed to occupy Serbia itself in late 1915. So basically it's giving you a bit of a backstory for Serbia within the Kaiserreich world. Can Serbia successfully steer her course to triumph in the Bulgarian matter? And if so, can she finally defeat the old enemy Austria and realize her dream of a pan-Slavic union? Serbia will be great again. And that is our ultimate goal, to defeat Austria. I'm not going to try and dominate the world or anything. I don't know if Serbia be hard to do as Serbia. But our first goal, as you can see by my lined up troops, is to take care of Bulgaria. But that's going to... We're going to be waiting for a specific trigger for that. It is assassination of President Kerensky. The Russian president has been assassinated. So we're going to start the Congress of Belgrade, or Belgrade. That is going to be really important because it's going to give us allies. It's going to give us the Iron Guard of Romania and the Greeks as our allies. So long as they agree to it, which there is the possibility that they will refuse. Then after that, we can give the ultimatum to Bulgaria, and that will give us the war goal to annex it. And we can split it 3 ways for Iron Guard of Romania and Greece and Serbia. Then after that, things get more tricky. Oh, I don't have any units being trained. Oh, yes. Something else I want to do really quickly is I don't like having any divisions without artillery. So this infantry division has no artillery. This one does. So we're just gonna rename it to, well, first of all, let's just rename this one because this is the junk one. We're gonna get rid of this one, so we'll just name it that so we can find it, and we'll just give it a lightning bolt. That'll make it easy to find these, and then we will make this just the regular infantry division. Then we can go down to here and easily find these guys and trade them out for the divisions with artillery. Boom, there we go. Okay, so now that we're doing that, we can delete this template, and there we go. Now we only have units with artillery. We still need 44 artillery to go, though. What kind of units do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, we have 5 infantry, 1 mountain, and 2 cavalry. Cavalry are next to useless in my opinion, but let's go ahead and train. Sorry, let's go ahead and train one of each of these. Black Monday, lovely. Let's just train 1 infantry division for the time being because we need our supplies to catch up. But this I can use as a bit of a determining factor of when I'm ready to start putting out more stuff. So we just got a few things. I believe the Emirate of Afghanistan is declaring war on the Dominion of India. Ah, Jesus, excuse me. And we're going to see some other wars. The Chinese faction of Meklik, death of Pope Pius, and Mongolia are going to go to war. Pope Pius, I believe the Italian Federation is actually led by the Pope. It's kind of a theocratic society, theocratic country. New economic policy, good. So now we have a choice. We can do focus on agriculture, which will give us 2 civilian factories and a few building slots, as well as a research bonus. But then it forces us down this road. Support the peasants, which will give us another civilian factory and 1 military factory, and mechanization, which will give us a few more building slots. And eventually all of these will get to another research slot, which is also why I'm trying to get down as quick as possible. Then the other one is focus on industry, so I'm going to get 1 civilian factory and 2 military factories. And then over here I'm going to get 2 more military factories. And then here I get more steel and more tungsten. Now, I really would like to nab these civilian factories early on, so that I can build more things into the late game or the mid game. But I took that path last time. I kind of test played Serbia last night, just to see if they were going to be playable. Because like the Transmoor, for example, didn't seem like it would be a fun one. That was the original one I was going to do. But my test play showed that it can be fun if it triggers the right events. But I think for this playthrough, we're going to go down the industry and the war industry line instead. That way we can get supplies, because we are going to need a lot of supplies. We're going to really have to revolutionize our army here. So let's just get things going. After Bulgaria, we'll probably try and go after Albania, although that one is a bit interesting because I think they are a puppet of the Ottoman Empire. Yes, they are. Now, if you really like the narrative focus of this, that's awesome. You have tons of these events you can read. I'm not going to read through any of them except for maybe the major ones involving me. We have our engineering done. We can now research mechanical computing. Both of those give us bonuses to research time, so that is going to be important. Meklik declared war on Mongolia. Yeah, so that's going to be a war that goes on now. Big old countries. So I think what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get a bunch of mountaineer divisions, because the Balkans, which we're going to be fighting in primarily have lots of mountains, so they could be a really big help. Our ideology has grown. Excellent. So we'll lose a little bit of political power, but we'll get a change in authoritarian democratic, which is what we want. So we will do that. But yeah, I think mountain divisions is going to be the way to go in the Balkans. We can, of course, rely upon a corps of infantry, but I think if we have a decent number of... Oh, okay, things are happening. Remilitarize... Jesus Christ. Oh, it's so early in the morning. I apologize again. But Oltentia is being remilitarized. That is this province here that Romania is getting. We also got our focus on industry, so we can invest in railroads, get some more infrastructure. That will be really important. And we can come over here and we can add a new factory there and there. That should do just fine. Okay. The Emirate of Afghanistan, the Dominion of India have signed a peace deal ending their hostilities, and we got our support weapons. Let's go ahead and research engineer companies now. Doesn't look like there was any damage done between the Emirate of Afghanistan and Dominion of India. They probably just fought briefly on the border here, and then just called it good. Said that was enough. The Arab Congress. The Arab revolt in the Weltkrieg was a failure, mostly due to the defeat of the Entente. Millions of Arabs living in the Levant and Iraq stayed under Ottoman rule. Okay, so I believe Persia, the Hashemite Arabia, and the Sultan of Egypt are probably going to declare war on the Ottomans. Which, if they do, that's great, because eventually we do want to take Albania. Hey, what's up? How's it going, Norbith? Anarcho-syndicalists achieve Italian majority. No surprises there. Again, I do apologize for anybody watching this. It is early in the morning for me, but I wanted to do a bit of streaming here so that I stream and record so I can put this up on YouTube. And I have work in the evening, so this is how it's got to be. Oh yes, I do have planes as well. We have 25 fighters and 25 tactical bombers. I'll just go ahead and give them the order now to fly missions in Eastern Europe. We'll do air superiority and close air support. And we'll speed things up again. And in my test play, it wasn't too hard actually to take down Bulgaria, especially if Romania and Greece do join us. If they don't, things could go a bit more south. But oh yes. Okay, so now we're gonna get basic machine tools. This will increase our production efficiency cap, which is pretty low still, but we will increase that as time goes on. Okay. Eventually what we want to do is we want to... do we want this to keep growing? Yeah, we'll take it. It's going to use a bit of political power, but that's fine. Eventually, I think we're going to rely a lot on support companies, so recon, engineers, we're going to put in there. We'll probably get rid of this back row and put 2 things of artillery, and then maybe some infantry, add some infantry on the front too. The Mountaineers don't even have anything. We're going to go ahead and give them that icon too. Why not? Okay. Invest in railroads is finished. Poland elects a new king, and the Kingdom of Siam declared war on the Siamese Federation. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go for war industry now. We'll continue on. So we now have enough artillery. Now we're just working for more rifles. Yeah, so this unit's almost done. So let's go ahead and add a Mountaineer division and see how slowly that adds in. Yeah, so we're missing a lot of infantry equipment, a lot of rifles. Oh, let's see. I think so. This is not available until May 1937. So we'll want to keep an eye on that. Let's see, it's 1936, so we need to do these. I think we're going to do dispersed industry. Well, you know what? I think we can do concentrated industry, actually. It's a bit better, but it's more vulnerable to airstrikes. I think we should be fine with concentrated industry. Go ahead and attach this infantry division and continue. It will be interesting to see how this war with Austria is going to go. That's the one that we'll probably lose at. In my playthrough, Austria declared war on Hungary, and so I actually joined on Austria's side and took a large chunk of Hungary for myself, and then made puppets of some of the areas. And that gave me a better foothold, because Hungary is pretty powerful. Expand mining, yeah, so that's what I really wanted. I wanted this to expand mining complexes. It's going to give us some more steel and more tungsten, which will be very helpful. And we're getting a lot of factories, so let's go ahead and put another factory here. And then we'll go ahead and put it in support equipment, I think. No, you know what? Let's put it in... We're going to need a lot of support equipment in the future, is the thing. So maybe we can stockpile a lot now, and then if we don't need the factories later on, we can pull it off of... the support equipment. It'd be nice to get a bigger air force too, but that'll be down the road a bit. It's just nice that we even start with one. And it's got 25 fighters and 25 bombers. The opening of a new parliament building. Cool. It's beautiful. Political power plus 20. Good. We're still at 132. We've used 50 political power to increase our popularity. So our political party is now at 52%, which is good. Order restored in Siam. Charles Curtis elected as President of the United States. We'll see what happens. Where is Siam? Siam's down here. It'll be interesting to see what Japan and Russia do, because Russia could also pose a bit of a problem to us, because if Romania does join us, they will eventually want to fight the Ukraine and take part of it, so that could become a interesting situation for us. Let's go ahead and get excavation. It's going to give us a bit more resource ability, and then we will nab... We should probably get motorized and tanks going. In fact, it might be really good for us to catch up on tanks. I don't think we're going to be able to fill a lot of tanks, but if we could get a couple of divisions of tanks eventually, that would be fantastic. So I think first we're going to research motorized. Yeah, we'll research motorized first. I'd also like to get our cavalry units transferred over to motorized. I just don't see a lot of use in cavalry units, to be honest, unless they're being used to suppress unrest. Potential increase in stability. Yeah, so this mod has a popularity, and your popularity increases or decreases the amount of political power you gain, and it is based entirely on how much power your political party has. Wow, a lot of P's there. But it also has stability. Stability can be upgraded with your political power points, and increasing it will give you some bonuses. Like going to good stability will give us less consumer good factories, which is good, and more factory output and more national unity. However, for now, I want to research Sartid Industrial Company. It'll increase our construction speed for factories. I think that's a good one to start off with. And we'll see how that goes. Expand bore mining complex. Okay, so that's good. So what resources do we even have now? Okay, so we have 5 tungsten and 18 steel, which is good. We're still missing steel, though, and aluminum, but that's not surprising. And we'll probably be able to take aluminum from Bulgaria. So not the end of the world. And we'll, of course, go for military-industrial cooperation. That'll give us another research slot, which is very, very handy. We're still missing infantry equipment. I think we should just pound out some infantry equipment, and then we can really start adding in. I think we're going to do 3 of the Mountaineer divisions, but we're going to do them stacked like this, and then I think we'll do 2 more infantry divisions, and we'll see where that gets us. We're still pretty low on rifles, so, and we still have enough, we have enough artillery stockpiled, so that's good. But, let's just take a look here. So eventually I'm going to want to get one of these. So these are the military focus trees. I have 2 options for trees. Both of them, whichever one I choose, is going to give me army experience, which I think is going to be important to get really soon, because I want to add support battalions to the infantry and the mountaineers. We're also going to make mountaineers elite. What am I doing? Oh yeah, and then I don't know if we're going to do this before we do war with Bulgaria, but we also need to choose what's going to happen politically to our country. I'm probably going to just choose to continue the regency, and that's going to give us strength in regent rule and larger army rule, which is really good, and then a strong state, which is really good. But I don't know if we're going to do that political tree or political branch before or after the Bulgaria incident, so we'll just have to see. There's not really a lot of oil nearby or other steel. Greece has a lot of steel, a lot of tungsten. Greece actually has some really good resources and a lot of aluminum. They're sitting on a pretty good resources there. Oh, we have a division of mountaineers. We now have 2 mountaineers. That's good. Oh, here we go. So this is the American Civil War. The Second American Civil War. The Dominion Republic has declared war on Haiti. The Pacific States of America have declared war on the United States. The Dominican Republic have declared war on Haiti. The Combined Syndicates of America have declared war on the American Union State. Declared war on the United States on the Union State. So basically there's a 4-way fight going on right now in the United States between the Combined Syndicates of America, the American Union State, the United States, and the Pacific States of America. And it looks like, so Canada can become involved in the war for the northeastern states, the New England states. And it looks like he decided to grab them and keep them. We'll see if he gives them... We'll see what he does with them. Sometimes Canada will keep these northeastern states, or sometimes they will create a new country out of them called New England. But we have a couple things here, so it is still not... It's 1937. I think we should start getting... Well, let's get this next artillery grab, because that's going to be important. And then eventually we're going to start working on the new tanks. So we can now start with Continue the Regency. Or we could go with the reforms. So the military reforms are very different. This one favors the superior firepower doctrine. And this one favors the grand battle plan doctrine. So whichever one I choose will... also impact my doctrine choice. But this will give us more military factories. This will give us research bonus for like all the special forces. This will give us a military factory. So they both get military factories. The big thing is this bottom one. So if we go for the superior firepower doctrine, we will eventually get the patriotic spirit, which grants division recovery rate plus 5%, which is good, and then a bonus to division attack and defense on core territory, as well as a 1% increase to population, recruitable population. The other one is mobilization of the masses, which doesn't grant any bonuses except 3% recruitable population. which for Serbia is a big deal because, as you can see, we only have 61,000 people able to join the military currently, or recruitable population. I really like the Superior Firepower Doctrine. That's what I went with last time. So I think in favor of kind of checking new things out, I think we'll go for the Grand Battle Plan Doctrine instead. I think we'll try that out. So we'll get this first one, and then we'll wait for the rest of them later. We want to make the Belgrade pack pretty quickly, I think. I think that will help us out quite a bit. It is 1937, so we can go ahead and do that. Construction, yeah, so we're going pretty slow. We're about to finish another civilian factory, which will be nice. And we already have 7 military factories, which is pretty good. And we're about to get a couple more from our focus, but we will see how that goes. We got some fighter wings still going. It'll be interesting to see what happens. But I think, yeah, we'll grab this, and then we'll ignore the rest of this for the time being. And I think we'll try and maybe do the Continue Regency branch before Bulgaria. I think so. Okay, we got another infantry division. That's great. Go ahead and go to the front lines. We have two more mountain divisions to go and one more infantry division. Okay, lots of things are happening. The Papal Conclave, the Army Reform is done, and the Second International. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab improved machine tools. And we will also grab, okay, yeah, so here's the choice now. I can start the Congress of Belgrade, which I might do. It's not a, I don't know. I think we should take care of Bulgaria. No, we need more time. We want to field a few more armies, so we're just going to finish that branch. We're going to do the Continue Regency branch down to a strong state. Then we'll start the Congress of Belgrade, and then go into the oh, that was fast. High popularity. The civilian support for the ruling party has reached a high level, which influences our political power. Great. Strengthen regent rule. But yeah, as soon as this is done, we will go after Bulgaria. But I think we need a little bit more time for preparations. Oh yeah, and we also got some army experience, so we can go into our mountaineer divisions and we can give them artillery, and we can either give them engineers or recon. I think I'm going to give them engineers. And that was all the military experience we have at the time being, but now we can go ahead and get things going some more. Alash Orda has declared war on the Don Kurban. Oh, and now we have the Spanish Civil War. A lot of things are happening here. Yeah, so the Spanish Civil War is happening between the Kingdom of Spain, the Syndicalist Spain, and the Carlist Spain, which I don't remember. Is Carlist a... Yeah, Carlist is a paternal autocrat. We also got some research slots here, so let's go ahead and grab that. It's 1937. I think the next thing we're going to want is to start working on tanks. Or we could go with land doctrines. I think we'll go for tanks. I think we'll start the tanks so that we have something if we want to start off our armored divisions. Okay, we have 3. Yeah, we have 3 mountaineers now. Communion of France has declared war on the Italian Federation. The Communion of France has declared war on Switzerland. German Empire has declared war on the Communion of France. The Communion of France declared war... Oh, Jesus. Okay, so in 1937, the Second Weltkrieg is happening. So World War II has just kicked off. And that's really surprising to me, actually. That happened really, really fast. I don't know why France declared war on all of those people all of a sudden, but they did. There is a slight advantage to France doing that, though, because France and Britain are eventually going to get war declared on them by the Entente, which is made up of Canada, Australia, and some of the colonies of the former British Empire. So it might be better for them to do this early, although it looks like they're losing already, and I don't know why they thought going after Switzerland as well was a great idea. Oh wow, they're losing fast. Paris is going to be... Flanders Wallonia has capitulated. Interesting. Very interesting. Vidovdan. Vidovdan represents the day to commemorate Saint Prince Lazar and the Serbian holy martyrs who gave their lives to defend the true faith during the epic Battle of Kosovo against the Ottoman Empire on June 28th, 1389. It's regarded as a national holiday in Serbia. Serbia will never forget its heroes. No, we will not. And we might have to fight the Ottomans once more, which will be very tough to do. Unless they get weakened from wars in the south, which doesn't look like they are having any currently, but that can all change. Okay, we got interwar artillery. I think we want logistics company. Actually, let's go ahead and start our battle plan. Yeah, let's start our doctor and stuff now. But I do want logistics. Logistics is going to be very helpful, and we do have a surplus of infantry equipment, towed artillery, and support equipment at the time being, so that is good. Strengthen regent rule, got that. So we can go in and add larger army rule. It's going to give us the division recovery rate and reinforce rate.
Do you want
coffee? So we can also go in here and we'll probably add infantry equipment manufacture. It's going to give us a soft attack and breakthrough. Also, I apologize. My girlfriend just came in. She just woke up. She's asking if I want coffee, so. Oh, Bulgaria is building forts on her border with me. Oh. That's not very friendly. Those were not there before, were they? I don't think they were. Very high popularity. Great. Yeah, that's awesome. Wow, look at that. 82% authoritarian democratic. That's really good for us. Let's see, how long have I been recording now? Let's just check this. I have been recording for 38 minutes, or streaming for 38 minutes, recording, whatever. So we'll do this for about another 30 minutes, and by that time we should have war with Bulgaria. Should be able to conquer Bulgaria before we finish up for the morning, the evening, whatever it is for you. Construction cost. Or construction 2, good. Let's go ahead and get excavation 2, I think. We should also get synthetic oil eventually because that will be sexy. Actually, let's go ahead and get concentrated industry first. Yeah. That seems like a good thing to do. You know what, we might just get, we might just finish larger army roll and then go for Congress of Belgrade. I might not do a strong state first. This will give us a bonus to our military, but the other one is more of a political bonus, which isn't as big of a deal before we go to war. So I think, yeah, we don't want to wait too long because Bulgaria is also making units and apparently setting up defensive forts on our border with me. The fall of Rome. How will the Italian Federation recover from this? Oh yes, the Syndicalists have taken Rome. And the French do seem to be holding their ground now outside of Paris, but they did lose some territory early on. I'm still trying to decide who this is. This is Flanders, and this is Flanders Wallonia. I don't know who those are. So Flanders is part of Mitteleuropa, which is the German faction, and I guess so is Wallonia. Flanders, Wallonia. Okay. Normally they're one country, I think, in this, but I guess something happened. Okay, so we can choose now if we want to have Orthodoxy is our state religion, or we are modern and secular. The problem is with this decision is if you're role-playing, you can say, yes, we're going to be modern and secular, but there's no bonus to this whatsoever, like literally nothing. You lose political power, and then you also ostracize Romania, Greece, Ukraine, Montenegro, and the Russian Republic. But if you do this, you gain some actual bonus points with them, some actual opinion bonus points with them, and some political power. So I'd like to see that other choice have some sort of positive effect as well. Because otherwise it's just not a real choice, in my opinion. It's just, do you want to, for roleplay reasons, take a very bad hit on your opinion with a bunch of people and lose some political power? Or would you like to gain some political power and some opinion with your neighbors? Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, so we should be about done. Yeah, we have 5 more days. There we go. Larger army roll. Now we can go Congress of Belgrade. And because we chose the Orthodoxy Church, I think Romania and Greece have good opinions of us. Oh, no, they don't. Oh, no, it's 0. Oh, because it used to be -30. And Greece is really good. Awesome. But hopefully, because we chose to stick with the Orthodoxy Church, Romania and Greece will join our Belgrade Pact, which will lead to a new faction being formed, which will be cool. That one doesn't take very long. That's a 14-day one, so we're almost done with that. We have a new Mountaineer Division. Go ahead and assign him. Okay, we now have 4 Mountaineer Divisions, and nobody's being trained. We only have 44,000 manpower left. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 infantry and 4. I think we'll try and build 2 more infantry. And yes, we have enough supplies to do both of them at the same time, which is great. We'll see how that goes. And then, yeah, 1 day left. There we go. Congress of Belgrade. We will open up the Congress. We can close the Congress, which, again, I don't understand. There's no bonus to this. There's no reason to pick this. You just lose political power and any chance of having Romania and Greece join you. So I don't know. I guess the only reason you'd choose this is if you wanted to go solo and you wanted to eventually declare war on Romania and Greece. I guess that's why that option's there, but we're going to open it up. Greece has joined and Romania has joined. Awesome. The Iron Guard of Romania is just fighting against Kingdom of Hungary. Oh, that is not good. That is really, really not good. That is really, really bad, in fact. Let's go ahead and start this really fast, and maybe they'll stop declaring war on the Kingdom of Hungary if we do this, because if not, we are about to get curb-stomped by the Austrian Empire very early on in this campaign. Episode 1, the foundation of the Belgrade Pact, together against Bulgaria. Let's see, how long is it going to take? They are going to finish their declaration of war on the 13th of November, 1937, so about a month away. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. I think we can finish our thing against Bulgaria first, though. Ottoman Empire announces support for Bulgaria. This is not good. The government has announced today that they will support Bulgaria in the case of war between them and the Belgrade Pact. Whether this will be to limited arms deliveries or that the Ottoman Empire will intervene with their army remains unclear. This is also not good. Okay, this could be a very short campaign, but we'll see it out. We'll see what happens. Apparently, the Romanians are sending a bunch of their troops in to guard my border against Illyria and Hungary, but that makes sense. If they're about to declare war against Hungary, then they're probably concerned about that border. But I would be a lot more concerned about getting your troops on the border with... Okay, we got trench warfare. Ottoman Empire's declared war against Armenia. That's good. That's actually really good. It's just a small war with Armenia, but it does distract them a little bit. So hopefully they won't care if we sneak into Sofia, which sounds like the name of a bad porno, but let's go ahead and grab that. Modify government. Let's go ahead and grab the first thing here. Okay, so we have School of Mass Combat, School of Firepower Support, and School of Maneuver. School of Firepower Support decreases the cost for artillery production, and it also increases their attack and defense, which is really good. But then we also have this. The School of Mass Combat just gives us a generic infantry division attack and defense, as well as recruitable population. I think we're going to have to go with that. If we're going down the Grand Battle Plan Doctrine, we might as well kind of stick to that. So there's a lot of wars going on in India right now, apparently. Oh yes, one day. Come on. I really hope Romania... this is going to be the tipping point. If Romania sees, hey, we're at war with Bulgaria now, we should not declare war against Hungary, then I think we have a chance at this. However, if Romania is got a wish to die, and they decide to declare war on Hungary while at war with Bulgaria, then we're fucked. Then this is going to be a one-episode series. An ultimatum to Bulgaria. Send the ultimatum. Alright. Also, we will go ahead and finish a strong state while we're doing this. Or we could finish... Yeah, let's just finish it. Boom. Okay. Let's see what... Bulgaria ignores the ultimatum. They have had their chance. Serbia declares war on Bulgaria. Gets event the Fourth Balkan War. Serbia declared war on Bulgaria. We'll call our allies. Serbia is called the Kingdom of Greece as our ally in the Serbian War, and the Iron Guard of Romania. Great. That's fantastic. World tension is increased. Oh no. The Fourth Balkan War, together to victory. We have our planes flying. That is great. Poor Romania didn't have a single unit on their border with Bulgaria, and they're about to get curb stomped. They're going to have to start sending their units fast. Even Bucharest is just sitting there unguarded. And these units aren't even moving. Their units aren't even moving. What are they doing? Oh, good lord. This could end horribly. And that's what I'm talking about. With Kaiserreich in particular, where it's narratively driven, things can go in very strange directions very quickly. And that's not really good. Okay, now he's starting to move a couple of troops down, but it's not enough, dude. You got to start moving troops down fast. They've already crossed the river. That was your big defensive point. Missing equipment production was okay. So we're losing some fighters. That's fine. I think we're going to go with guns and butter doctrine. This will decrease supply consumption and increase division organization, which is pretty important. So I think we'll do that one. And let's just see how this goes, I guess. Now I only have 14 units though, or I could spread my line across all of Romania too, but I just don't think I have enough manpower to do that. Although Romania is moving to my border as well. You know what? We will be a good ally, and why not? We'll do this, and then we will do... this is a bad idea. We'll do it to Bucharest, so they don't lose Bucharest. This is going to go bad. I don't like this already. This is a bad idea. We have gotten past their forts, or we're going around their forts on the southern side, but we're not breaking through on the northern side. Ottoman Empire has declared war against Hashemite Arabi. That's wonderful. The fall of Paris. Okay, well, Germany's going to win that then. And who is there? Socialist Republic of Italy. Switzerland. Wow, Switzerland controls Italy. Okay, that's something, I guess. Let's go and get the next tank. we do need to start producing some fighters, I think. We've only lost one, though, so I'm not too concerned yet. But Romania better get their butt in gear, or this is going to go horribly. Oh, we need to activate this plan. Greece is broken out. That's good. Greece might have to carry us through this, apparently. But the Romanian army is the biggest out of the three of us, so I'm really hoping that they will help us. So I've lost 5k units. Bulgaria's lost 5k, so Bulgaria is putting some pretty good casualties on us already. Oh, I have another military factory already. That's good. Let's go ahead and throw one onto artillery, because eventually we're going to need lots of artillery. Once I train out these units to have... Once I add... oh yeah, let's go ahead and add... Or no, let's go ahead and add that to it. Eventually we're going to need lots of artillery, because I'm going to be adding artillery onto the back line here. So that will become important. But I could force spawn these units. They're going to be green. Oh wait, I'll see how this goes for just a second. If we can break past these forts, then I won't do it. Otherwise I will do it. Man, he just has so few units on this border up north. Greece is starting to... They've pushed in a little bit here. Oh man, look at that. Come on, get these fucking Bulgarians out of here. That's not good. Okay. You know what? We need the ability to cover more ground, so I think we're just gonna have to do it. In the meantime, yeah, that's just gonna be what we have to do. Let's speed this up and see how things go. It's not looking pretty, though. It's not looking pretty at all. Okay, in the north we're starting to get some green, though. We're starting to push back to the river, which is good. Oh my god, all of my mountaineer divisions went up here in the plains, while my infantry, my normal infantry, is up here in the mountains. Wonderful. I love how the AI plans that. And I don't, to be honest with you, I like this game a lot. And I know what I'm doing for the most part, but I'm really bad at the micromanaging of battles and other various things. So I think you can force mountaineers up here. I just don't know really how, unless I just literally force them up. But then they'll immediately go back to somewhere else when they feel like it. Okay, so now we've pushed them to the river. The river's going to be hard to cross, though. We have taken this fort, although they still have 3 fortified positions here as well as the river, so we're really going to have to push in the south, I feel like, to make this happen. How are our planes doing? We've still only lost a single plane, so not bad. Not bad at all. And our close air support, so they're going to assist divisions on the ground. Good. I could do strategic bombing, but I don't think the war is going to last long enough for that to matter. Oh, we got a mountaineer division across the river. And even if we did start bombing their cities, we're going to take their cities very soon anyways. It's not a long war, and we will... Well, the French Empire is getting a bit of a war going on with it in the African area. Oh man, France just has absolutely been stomped on. I really hope we don't have to go to war against the German Empire then. Hopefully just Austria. What was I talking about? I can't even remember. Okay. We still have a division across the river. That's good. Oh, Romania. Is Romania still... I think they stopped. Yeah, they've stopped declaring war. Wait, what? Oh no, they still have war goals against Austria and Hungary. Oh god. That's going to be terrible. I'd really like to take Bulgaria and Albania first, at least. And then kind of see where the situation develops from there. Yeah, Ottoman Empire has war goals against Albania, which is interesting because it's their puppet, but 1938, let's go ahead and grab that. A strong state, there we go. We are now going to start picking up the rest of these military branches. Okay, we've lost 36,000 and Bulgaria's lost 26,000. Great, that's fucking fantastic. That's not good at all. Okay, let's add recon in here. And recon in there. I think I'm going to disband my cavalry units, honestly. They just don't seem to serve much of a purpose in my personal opinion. Although, once we get some more military factories, I do want to have at least 2 armored divisions with motorized groups in them. We have 34,000 people. That's just not enough. That is not enough for a very long war at all. Especially if Bulgaria is going to be a little bitch like this. Really pressure me here. Man, why does Romania not have any units up here? I mean, we should probably add medic groups in, but we need motorized before we can add medical camps in. But we're gonna have to do that, it looks like. Manpower is gonna be a real hard thing. We already have a bonus of 3%, plus 2.5. Plus 0.5. Yeah, okay, well, I still think we'll be able to win against Bulgaria. The problem is, I think we're going to be left weakened against any potential war with Hungary and Austria. Because if we declare war against Hungary and Austria, we're going to get the full might of the Austrian Empire, which includes... wait. Hold on. Yeah, so if we declare war against Austria, we're also going to get... Hungary, Bohemia, Galicia, Lodomeria, and Illyria. So Illyria, Hungary, Galicia, and Bohemia are also going to declare war on us. That's going to be a tricky pill to swallow. It's a big pill. Let's go ahead and get radio. Increase our reinforce rate. We are down to 17k. Oh, that is not good. I think we're going to... Oh my god, they're on aggressively execute battle plans? No wonder. Oh shit. I did not see that. That's not good. Okay, that's bad. Yeah, that's not good. I don't know why they were set on aggressive. I didn't set them to aggressive. That's silly. Why would I have them set to that when they have forts? So basically my men have just been absolutely throwing themselves at the forts. Like, not giving a shit. Although we have captured 3 of the forts. They only have a single fort left, and we are making progress across the river on many areas. Greece has crossed the border, but they've kind of been stopped in the mountains and along the coast, which is fine. We're about to cut off a bunch of units here, so that's going to be great. In fact, if we could get anybody to puncture through here, that would be great. Any type of cutoff maneuver would be very much appreciated. Okay, they've shot down 2 of our fighter planes now. I don't know if they actually have an air force or if they're just taking attrition based on infantry shooting at them with machine guns or something, but if they do have planes, they're not doing that great of a job. Okay, we're down to 0 manpower. Great. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, and we're a bit low on equipment. Commune of France took 4 states. Socialist Republic took 11. Italian Federation was annexed. The French Empire declared war on the Commune of France. So France is still holding out. And the Socialist Republic of Italy is still holding out. But they lost all their southern areas to the German Empire or Switzerland or something. I don't know what's going on over there. That war is silly. That's a silly war. Not like our war at all. Okay, let's get some more support equipment and some more rifles being built. I think we're gonna have to secede some of these building. Okay, Bulgaria asks for peace. The Belgrade Pact stands triumphant. We gain some political power. Bulgaria has peace with Serbia. Iron Guard Romania becomes owner and controller of Silstra. Iron Guard Romania becomes owner and controller of Dobogria. Okay, so basically they will still exist. But it doesn't say I get to take anything. It just says Bulgaria, Romania, and Greece take things. Okay, so if I do this, Pirat and Macedonia is what Greece will be made up of now. That's Sofia. That's Macedonia. That's Pirat. So will it just literally be these two that they are? No, they shall be crushed. We're gonna lose some political power, but I think we need their factories and their population, because we can get core. Oh yeah, see, look, our manpower just went up for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, let's crush those pocketed troops. That's going to be really good. We've taken Sofia, so they've got to be close to capitulation now. Yeah, they're really close, 87%, so shouldn't be much longer at all until they capitulate. Oh, we have 48 army experience now as well, so let's go ahead and finish adding in bonus troops, which we don't have any of. But we can start on the... We can start adding them over onto this group. We're going to use this armored division as a really light armored division mixed with motorized. So I think we'll get rid of the motorized division entirely. And I think we're going to get rid of our cavalry divisions, just take the manpower. I just don't know how useful they actually are. Unless you have a really big front and you need some units to like have some fast movement speed to outflank enemies and fill in pockets, I don't think they're that useful for these smaller country wars where you're shoulder to shoulder with troops. But I guess once we get here, we're going to get 3% more recruitable population, which will be really nice. I know that Serbia also has a lot of focuses that give them core on certain states, so that will also be very helpful. That'll give us a population boost for our military as well. Still need lots of equipment. Yeah, we're running at a loss for everything besides artillery. Artillery is the only thing doing okay, and it won't be once we start adding in. So we have 28 points. So what I want to do is add 2 artillery. Just remove this guy altogether, and then add. So that's 3 infantry that we got rid of, and we'll add 2 infantry. So basically we lose 1 infantry unit and we gain 2 artillery units. I think manpower... Okay, so it's going to be the exact same manpower as previously. I don't know, maybe we'll take 1 off. Combat width is 20. Um, it might be nice to have a little bit of a break in the manpower department. Wait, hold on. Now let's just do that. That's fine, I guess. So that's probably going to give us a huge deficit of artillery. Yes, it does, 268, but it will be really helpful to have all that extra artillery fire in the actual infantry division. Okay, well, we've broken out here. They still have a pocket of troops over here, but they are starving and they're surrounded. They outnumber us, but they're facing heavy attrition in the mountains without supplies, so my couple of divisions there will be able to take care of them. The Commune of France took 3 states, Socialist Republic took 1, Switzerland has been annexed. What? Switzerland got defeated? Really? How is France still alive? I thought they capitulated. I guess Britain and Italy are still holding them up. But usually France is the powerhouse of this this syndicalist alliance, so I'm a bit surprised. I honestly thought they'd hold out a bit longer than that, but usually they lose because the German Empire declares war on them with the Entente, which is Canada and all of the old colony states, like India and Australia. That's usually what happens if France loses. I've seen France win quite a bit, actually, and if that happens, it's usually because they destroy Germany before the Entente gets involved and starts invading them from the sea. That's the problem. I don't think the Entente has a chance against the Syndicalists unless they're already at war with the Germans, because usually there's all the French troops are on the border with Germany, and then Canada just lands all over on their beaches and is annoying as fuck. Wow, Bulgaria is still going. They're still fighting. They've got to be down to like, yeah, they're 96% towards capitulation. So literally the next thing we take should do it. The next victory point. They're holding strong though. Greece has taken all their coasts on the south. That's nice. We have to take this. We have to take this town over here. Man, there's so many units. Light tank is done. Good. Let's go ahead and get light tank 2 going. It is 1938, so we're going to want to start researching other things pretty quickly. Let's also get artillery manufacturer. That'll be very helpful. There we go. There we go. Boom. Romania actually has the most points, but I would like to take... I'd really like Sofia. But let's go ahead and end turn and see what happens. Okay, yeah, we can take Sofia. I'd really like Macedonia too. Yeah, I have a claim to Macedonia. Greece has taken a few things. That's good. I think it doesn't matter what we take though. I think it's going to. I think it's going to automatically give certain things to other people. What did, okay. Yeah, so I think we're about to get an event that's going to disperse Bulgaria out differently. Oh, holy shit. Look at this. The Austrian Empire just decided to integrate everything into their own country. That is not good. They're the Danubian Federation now. Great. That's just wonderful. Okay, here we go. This is the event I was talking about. The annexation of Bulgaria. First of all, we're going to continue to occupy them. We're in the negative. That's bad. Divide Bulgaria into occupation zones. So this is what we want. And this is, yeah, so this will automatically give, like, split it up a bit. In fact, Greece got a lot out of that deal. That's okay. We still got Sofia, which is the the big one that I wanted, as well as Macedonia, so we got some aluminum. Next up, I'm gonna try and convince my guys to go to war against Albania before we go to war against Hungary and Austria, but let's just see what time it is. Yeah, so I've been playing, recording for about an hour plus, so I'm going to call it quits here, take a break. I might stream again later today, tonight maybe, I'm not sure though. I don't really have a streaming schedule. But I hope that you guys have enjoyed. If you have, you should check out my YouTube channel. It's just Jayger, Jeyger. Or if you're watching the YouTube video, then you can check out the Twitch stream of this. If you want to see the next episodes live, it's the Jayger, spelled the same way, but the instead of just Jayger. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.